Well, Bob, we've had a full week of just warm, delightful spring weather.
Yeah, you know, it's kind of interesting, too. The beginning of the week, we had very windy weather, and then it kind of lessened somewhat. And now we're going to see some rain come into the picture, which we need. We need that. Sure but what a place to live, right? The #1 beach in almost the world. And on top of that, spring training, temperatures in the 80s today. And then you'll see, Northeast, it's cold. Buffalo, your old hometown, we're talking below zero.
More people are going to be heading down this way.
That's right. Yeah. Kind of a late winter surge there. Anyways, a webcam shows a nice day this afternoon for a lot of the beachgoers. Some spring breakers already started this week, and they had a nice day today. Not many clouds around, lots of sunshine, temperatures mild, and looks like that may be changing, though. The spring breakers next week, not as lucky. As far as the temperature goes, here's what's going on. We have a cold front, a weak one. This is the second of a series of cold fronts that haven't really done a whole lot, and temperatures behind it just a couple degrees cooler. That low pressure is not supposed to be that big, and looks like we'll continue to see that low pressure over Texas head our way generally on late Sunday and into Monday. Now, the low pressure area will create enough shower activity to bring us some relief to the drought conditions we've been experiencing. Some high clouds moving in over South Florida right now, but not a lot. Clear skies, light winds, temperatures very close to the dew point temperatures, and the dew point's the point at which dew starts to come out of the atmosphere. You see it dripping on some of the cars and off the roofs, but also with light winds and clear skies, it can turn into fog, and so we'll see that around. Temperature right now 66 degrees at the Sarasota Bradenton Airport. There's the dew point, 64. Winds are still a bit brisk, so that fog will have a hard time forming and developing due to those northwesterly winds. The high today was above average, just a couple degrees. In fact, 1 degree, and the low this morning was right at it at 56 degrees. 88, the record high set back in 1925, and we always talk about this number. We're well below average, and not just us, the entire peninsula for that matter. The Panhandle has had a little bit more rainfall than average, but the drought conditions continue here, and that means the high fire danger will persist, I think, through the remaining months of this winter and spring. Eventually, as we get into summer, we get into that rainy pattern, and that goes away, but that's going to be kind of something to watch, I think, over the next couple of months. 73 right now in Key West. It's 80 in Orlando, or 68 in Orlando, and 70 now in Venice, 70 in Inglewood. The Gulf temperature 72, 67 in Arcadia, and 68 in Lake Placid. Tomorrow looks great. Highs will be into the low 80s, mid to upper 70s near the area beaches with that west to northwest wind kicking in. But skies should be sunny. There may be a little bit of cloudiness, low clouds, and some fog in the morning, but that should burn off rather quickly. The RPM forecast model showing a nice day tomorrow. Some cloudiness increasing on the east coast, and looks like late Saturday night we'll start to see some clouds moving on in, but not a lot of rainfall. And in fact, even Sunday morning, as we took you through time there, didn't show much rain at all. So if you have something early in the morning, not a problem. It looks to be okay. According to this model, now this may change a little bit. There's always kind of tricky with storm systems out in the Gulf of Mexico because this is kind of a data void out here, and it doesn't have a lot of input into the models, and so sometimes they don't get it handled right out here in the Gulf of Mexico. But some showers late Sunday, most of that inland, and then I think a better chance for rain comes late Sunday and into Monday. Now look at this, the snowfall. Yes, it's coming back. Winter not going away yet. Some heavy snow over the northern Rockies and northern Plains states, but look at this snow all the way down to North Georgia over the upcoming 48 hours. On top of that, bitterly cold temperatures over the Northeast. Here's a look at the current temps. 2 in Minot, 24 in Chicago, 14 into Toronto. It feels like 1 there. Boston at 13 and 2 at Minneapolis and 14 in Chicago. So this is going to be a very cold weekend for the folks over the Northeast. Well, for us, it's a different story, not cold at all. Winds out of the Northeast, turning to the Northwest. We'll start off at 15 knots, and then we'll go down to 5 to 10 knots in the afternoon. Low tide upcoming 6:39. The high tide will be at 12:28, and sunrise at 6:44. Mostly fair, some patchy fog late, 62 for low. Tomorrow, nice beach weather, warm, 81. And they extend the forecast, calling for increasing clouds on Sunday. Chance for showers at 50%. And then turning breezy and cooler Tuesday through Friday of next week. Scott?